Thank you so much for joining. On this channel, we will be discussing and showing videos on a wide variety of topics and things that I hope you will find interesting, fascinating, informative, useful, engaging, inspiring, fun, and worth your time. Some of the topics will be cars, vehicle reviews and impressions, music compilations, phone reviews, at-home food preparation and cooking, handmade illustrations and graphs, body contouring and sculpting, hair removal, custom creations, how-to videos with designs and sketches with a walkthrough, compilation videos, and much more. As such, to easily navigate this channel, just click on the playlist tab, sit back, and enjoy. Thank you so much once again for watching, and please, if you may, consider commenting, liking, and subscribing. Hello and thank you so much for tuning in. This video will primarily be about the new Nissan Sentra and all the merits that make it an exceptional value and a wise purchase. That said, this video will be a tad bit different than other videos, as it'll be more of a case to consider when in the market to purchase a sedan, rather than talk about talking points, impressions, and specs. A case for the underdog and underrated Nissan Sentra. With the recent news of the Nissan Altima and Nissan Versa no longer being considered viable in the automotive arena, and with the bold, powerful, and curvaceous Nissan Maxima no longer being produced, the only sedan that Nissan will have in America is the die-hard, Un-Dead Nissan Sentra. As it stands, it seems all but certain that the Altima and the Versa will be no longer, leaving the Sentra as the sole contender in Nissan's current sedan portfolio to go against other sedans. As such, this video will be kind of like a promotion for the Un-Dead versus a retrospective view for the soon-to-be Un-Alive. As for the Altima, at some point, it was a very competitive performer against the Honda Accord and the Toyota Camry. And there was a time that it even bested the sporty Maxima with its Altima SER variant. It's also a perennial stalwart at just about every car rental vendor. It is a roomy and reliable, spacious and dependable four-door family sedan. At its peak, selling a few 100,000 Altimas was not unheard of. As for the Versa, which has been known as a car with the least expensive entry point into the sedan sector, and clearly, as can be seen here with its $15,000 price tag, it was simultaneously holding the torch as being the most affordable vehicle sold in the US. Sadly, it has been deemed unprofitable, and unfortunately, it is being considered as a last-of-its-kind type of vehicle. Same thing happened to the cutie pie Kia Rio, the spunky Chevy Sonic, the clever Honda Fit, the Mitsubishi Mirage, the Scion XA, and the Toyota cousins, the Yaris and Toyota Echo. Many say the bland styling and anemic power output, linked to a happiness-killing CVT, could be the culprits. Anyway, at the current moment, the Sentra still sells relatively well, especially as the selfie in China, but sadly, the sales for the Versa and Altima have slipped away. For the compact sedan market, the US has just about a handful of sedans left, and in this sector, we have the best-selling vehicle of all time, the Toyota Corolla, the spectacular and sporty Honda Civic, the well-selling and affordable Elantra, the newly revised and revamped Kia K4, and some outliers that are comprised of the Subaru Impreza, VW Jetta, and the Mazda 3. A positive and convincing case for the Sentra. For 2024, Nissan refreshed the 5-passenger Sentra with a small nip tuck, making it a bit more stylish and modern. All versions get a new front bumper that dissolves away the sometimes in-your-face chrome V-Motion grille. As such, it looks cleaner, more refined, and unquestionably more mature. Note, all versions will be front-wheel drive, and with an automatic transmission, even though the previous generation was appropriate for this segment, and the pre-facelift version was pleasantly proper. This new added flair makes the previous nondescript and borderline bland versions kinda disappear. Due to its exterior and interior changes, it is a vast improvement both visually, and the tactile feeling is the best yet. Nice face, swoopy side profile, and an upright rear end which is not droopy. The Nissan Sentra comes in 3 easy-to-understand trims: the low-cost and well-equipped Sentra S, the mid-cost and nicely featured Sentra SV, and the highest tier and fully optioned Sentra SR. The base Sentra S version comes well-equipped with most of the necessary creature comforts, such as a 7-inch digital touchscreen infotainment system that comes with wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. As the base version, this variant comes with 16-inch steel wheels and a 4-speaker audio system. The next level up is the Sentra SV. This version is the mid-tier level Sentra, as it upgrades its wheels to 17 inches with a larger 7-inch gauge display with an also larger 8-inch infotainment screen and heated outside mirrors with push-button ignition. Since it's a mid-tier level Sentra, it will come with intelligent cruise control and a wonderful leather-wrapped steering wheel, paired with a 6-speaker audio system. As for the highest-tier Sentra SR version, there is extra styling features that are all rooted in being sporty, which give this preferred version an energetic and athletic feel. This version adds to the mid-tier SV trim by darkening the chrome, added LED daytime running lights, headlights, and accent lights, reminiscent of fog lights, and a stylish spoiler on the trunk lid. Being the highest tier, the heated outside mirrors get LED turn signal indicators. Since it is the top tier and most sporty variant, it will come with 18-inch alloy wheels, a leather-wrapped shift knob, and premium sport cloth heated seating with its signature burnt orange stitching. And the SR gifts us with dual-zone climate control as well, and with the premium packages adds synthetic leather seating. In my humble opinion, the top-tier SR version is definitely the best choice, as long as the deal makes sense. Focusing on the highest trim available, the SR version, it further differentiates itself from the lineup with larger rims and tires, added features and options, and two-tone paint, which makes the roof black. New face, new wheels, new tech, new premium options. The highest tier Sentra SR benefits from new 18-inch rims and two 15, 45, 18 tires, heated seats, dark and chrome accents, and a generally more aggressive look. Please note, the chassis and engine on the SR are the same as the base S version, but don't fret. As seen online, the price for the highest tier can be purchased for over $4,000 below MSRP, making this sedan a definite choice for the financially prudent shoppers out there. It is a car that will keep its place in the family from the time high school is entered, all throughout college, and until grad school is completed. And hopefully even longer than that. As seen on multiple searches, the price differentiation is huge. From the lowest of the low, sub $15,000 Versa, to the highest price Altima that goes for well over $30,000, but can be found for under $20,000 in its most basic form. Getting the Sentra SR is a fantastic decision. The interior is adequately optioned, regardless of package or trim chosen. All passengers will be comfortable, and should there be any cheap plastic molded pieces, they can easily be overlooked due to the price of entry. The interior is elegant and straightforward, and the fact that it retains the beautiful buttons and knobs is a testament to its customer-friendly attitude. As with many Nissans, the signature zero-gravity seats are a definitive selling point, as they are supremely comfortable and probably the most anti-fatigue seats in any car in this class. For the technology aspect, the 2024 Nissan Sentra has Nissan Safety Shield 360 on board, as standard, for all trims. This package included 6 driver assistance systems that combine forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking and blind spot warning, rear automatic backing with rear cross traffic alert, pedestrian detection with lane departure warning, and high beam assist. Getting the surround view camera is phenomenal as well, and highly recommended. For the engine, the Nissan Sentra has a revised 2.0-liter inline 4-cylinder that has start-stop functionality. It generates 149 horsepower and 146 pound-feet of torque in all versions and trims. Unfortunately, once again, and for the umpteenth time, the transmission is labored with a CVT. On the bright side, this new Xtronic CVT is more suited for daily driving, as it is quieter, has less droning, is more responsive, has increased longevity, and can resemble a 6 to 8-speed automatic car with its performance and simulated gear shifting points. With this new Xtronic CVT, the Sentra can hit 60 miles per hour in about 8 or so seconds. Not fast, but not as slow as the Versa or the Toyota Corolla Hybrid. Yet, with this revised engine and transmission combo, the Sentra improves its efficiency. As it stands, the new Sentra achieves a very respectable 30 miles per gallon in the city and 40 miles per gallon on the highway, but due to 18-inch rims and tires, the top-tier SR gets 30 city and 38 highway. Compared to its closest rivals, the Civic, Corolla, and Elantra, they all seem to be in the same ballpark. So based on fuel economy, the Sentra is in the same arena as others, give or take a mile or two. Based on performance, they are capable of hitting 0 to 60 in less than 9 seconds, give or take a second. Based on resale value after 3 to 5 years, they all take a 30 to 40% hit across the board, give or take 5 to 10%. Based on luxury, refinement, sporty behavior, roominess, trunk space, and technology, they all offer very similar combinations of packages and features, give or take a few brand-specific options. So, where does this leave the Sentra? Well, based on the nationwide search of over 20,000 available as of today, a customer can buy the most expensive version for about $5,000 to $6,000, less than MSRP, and about $8,000 less than a fully loaded comparable Corolla or Civic. This means the price of entry for a fully loaded, fully optioned, full-feature 2024 Nissan Sentra is under $20,000 before tax, registration, etc. Meanwhile, a fully loaded Civic can easily crest over $30,000. On the same tailcoat, a new base Versa is under $15,000, and a new base Altima is under $20,000. Seeing the price of an all-new sedan for under $15,000 is amazing, as its replacement, the Nissan Kicks, starts around $20,000. Also, the base Sentra can cost under $18,000, meaning spending about $2,000 more can take you from base to fully loaded. Imagine a fully loaded car from about $20,000 that gets 40 miles per gallon on the highway and can most likely last over 10 years. So, $20,000 divided by 10 years means the car will cost about $2,000 per year, which means it'll effectively cost under $200 per month. Kinda makes sense, no? People spend more than $200 per month on coffee or their cell phone plan or entertainment that gives them 4,100 stations, and they only watch 5 to 10 stations. With $200, a person can have a fully loaded and option car that gets 40 miles per gallon and can last about 10 years without worry. When compared to Japanese sedans of yesteryear, the Accord, Maxima, and Camry, the Sentra isn't that far away in terms of size, as can be seen in the images. For its specifications, the front-wheel drive 5-passenger Sentra weighs just over 3,000 pounds, generates just under 150 horsepower, and gets about 40 miles per gallon on the highway. It has a 38.1-foot turning diameter with 4-wheel ABS disc brakes. There is an appropriate-sized 12.4-gallon fuel tank with a semi-cavernous 14.3 cubic foot trunk. Its dimensions are 182.9 inches in length, 57 inches in height, and with a 72-inch width. Also, the new Sentra has a ground clearance of just under 5 inches. Comparing this to the beloved Maxima of yesteryear and the Camry as well as the Accord, one can see that the car has grown in size a great deal. This may not necessarily be a bad thing, as it affords the owner to have more room in all sections of the car. In the ever-shrinking sedan arena, the competition and competitors to all sedans from all classes seem to be decreasing. From compact to mid-size to full-size, sedans are giving way to SUVs and CUVs, it seems. But for this segment, the few remaining sedans are the sporty Honda Civic, the best-selling nameplate of all time, the Toyota Corolla, the newly restyled Kia K4, the affordable Hyundai Elantra, and the nimble Mazda 3. Final thoughts. The Sentra is a value-packed, competitively priced, sleek and modern, feature-rich and fuel-efficient sedan. As to which is better or preferred or the more financially wiser choice, I think getting the top of the line with as many options possible would be a safe bet. Just as long as it is like one of the ones shown, for about $20,000, paying about $2,000 to $3,000 more to go from the base Sentra to a fully loaded, top-of-the-line Sentra makes sense, especially when so many SR versions are available and so many are discounted to the $20,000 mark. For those $2,000 to $3,000, getting the sporty appearance, the 18-inch wheels, the seats, the darkened exterior trims, the LED lighting, the aggressively styled bumpers, the increased creature comforts, and so much more, warrant the price difference. Also, the base S version is the one that is burdened with the urethane steering wheel. Word of advice: never desire to own or drive a car with a urethane steering wheel. Always get a leather-wrapped steering wheel. The difference is night and day. Basically, in all forms of the phrase, the Nissan Sentra is a very safe bet. It ticks all the boxes for style, fuel efficiency, safety, dependability, affordability, and very feature-rich in terms of tech and comfort. Aside from the manual Sentra SCR versions of the past, it's not longer viewed as a Japanese import that needs to be modified and lowered, and be gifted with a full built engine. Instead, it is a phenomenal daily commuter that is appropriate and punches well above its weight. It may not be as fun to drive as the sporty Civic or Mazda 3, but it's close enough, especially when thousands upon thousands can be saved on the purchase price. The Sentra will do everything well and, in all honesty, will appeal to anyone in need of a safe, reliable, fuel-efficient, and inexpensive sedan, all while not penalizing the customer with high prices, insane payments, and painful gas fill-ups. Will the Versa and Altima be missed? Yes, absolutely. Has the bold, tough, powerful, and brawny Maxima been missed? Yes, absolutely. But in a world where numbers matter and moving metal is the only factor, not meeting a certain goal results in sudden premature death. And in this case, the Versa and Altima are next to enter, which is both sad and unfortunate. And to fill their upcoming void, the Sentra needs to be the one that carries Nissan's sedan torch for the time being. The Sentra will take you anywhere you want to go without much fuss and do so for about 10 or so years, if well taken care of, if not more. Once again, having it for 10 years after buying it for about $20,000, it will cost about $2,000 per year, which is less than $200 a month. Having it for 15 years will cost less than $1,500 per year and just over $100 per month or so. So basically, getting the fully loaded SR version is a wise choice that you will benefit from down the line. All in all, the Sentra is a fantastic sedan that is a great choice in 2024 and which can allow for headache-free, stress-free, drama-free driving for a solid 10 to 15 years or so, saving $4,000 to $6,000 off the MSRP and saving about $10,000 when compared to its top-tier option competitors starts making a lot of sense. I would absolutely love to hear what your thoughts are in the comments section, and if there is anything I can do to make these videos better, more engaging, more informative, please feel free to let me know. I would really appreciate it. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope the time you spent watching this video was beneficial in every way. As always, I sincerely thank you in advance for your support. Thank you once again.